Beats.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Unhinged Talk Live. That is, I'm your host, Patrick Hennessy. As usual, I'm joined tonight by the man, hashtag shut up, Brandon Kramer. How are we doing tonight, Brandon?
Doing great, just counting down the days until baseball.
So we did find out that information today. I believe February 28th at 1 p.m. against the Blue Jays, Yankees' first spring training game, which is weird because wasn't it supposed to be the 27th?
I don't know. Hopefully we get to that date. I'm just going to enjoy the content of pitchers and catchers reporting and just pray
Hopefully we don't have a
happens.
second apocalypse before then. But listen, we say this every night, and I'll say it again. We're in that weird time of the offseason. There's not a ton of news to talk about. However, we got a little bit of news today, folks. The Yankees released Ben Heller. I think that this move was somewhat announced when they officially brought on Darren O'Day. So I don't know why this is new news that's coming out. But Ben Heller is officially gone. It's kind of like the end of an era, I guess you could call it. Heller came over in the 2016 Miller trade, no?
That actually makes that Clint Frazier is the last standing man of that Andrew Miller trade, because it was Ben Heller, Clint Frazier, and Justice Sheffield. Sheffield was shipped off for James Paxton. Ben Heller sucks, and Clint Frazier is still here.
Yeah. So, listen, I think Ben Heller's time with the Yankees was kind of unfortunate. When he first came over, there was a lot of potential. I think he made his debut in like 2016, to be honest. And he's
That
just
sounds familiar.
So many injuries since then.
He had Tommy John and then had another issue with his elbow.
Yeah,
I think he was out for like 2 years.
Listen, I hope Ben Heller, maybe he finds another team. Maybe he prospers elsewhere. But definitely wish him the best. Awesome dude. But yeah, I think we should do our little attendance hashtag roll call in the chat. Shout out Christopher, George, Daniel, Christopher, Los Baseball. I'm excited to be interviewed by you, my man. He reached out via Instagram. We are doing an interview on Monday, so I don't know when it's going to be up, but definitely stay tuned for that. Looking forward to it. CJ, Lori, what is going on, everybody? Happy to be back on another 9 p.m. start time. Listen, when we say we're going live every night at 9 p.m., expect us to go live every night at 9 p.m. Now, unless like unforeseen circumstances, like I boot it to Kansas City one night, then it's a different story. But listen, Brandon, what else is going on this offseason? I know yesterday we had a lot of moves that went down. I kind of discussed it with Sean a little bit, but I guess we could kind of touch on them. Greg Berg went to the Rockies. Who signed Adam Duvall?
I don't remember. Marlins.
Marlins signed Duvall.
That's a great sign.
Mazzara went to the Tigers. Yesterday was just really like a
Marlon
really weird
Gonzalez
day.
went to the Red Sox.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just these little signings here and there that ain't gonna do shit. I mean, we're just at that weird stage where people are like, oh, they haven't signed. I mean, Yasiel Puig still is not signed. So it's just really weird. We don't know what's going on.
Who also isn't signed? Taijuan Walker. For those of you who are unaware,
stay tuned.
Me and Brandon just finished recording a little podcast about Taijuan Walker. That will be up on our YouTube channel, Unhinged Yankees, tomorrow at 12 p.m. So definitely stay tuned for that. Be sure to subscribe on YouTube too. Really appreciate you all who watch on YouTube and Facebook too. Facebook is the OG platform where we used to get all of our views from. Chicago, yes, the Cubs did sign Jake Arrieta. Interesting, I guess. Last I saw, the Mets were kind of showing interest in him.
Yeah.
But Jake's going back to Chicago, where he won the World Series with them. Maybe he could kind of find his groove back there. His time with the Phillies was definitely disappointing. He signed a huge contract. What was it, like 3 years, 75 million or something?
Something massive.
Yeah, but it definitely was not worth it. But listen, I think Jake Arrieta is a good dude. I hope that he finds success in back in Chicago. Yeah, yesterday was the day of minor league deals. I think John Jay signed a minor league deal with the Angels.
remember when it was John Jay, Yonder Alonso, and they were going to get Manny Machado to
on the White Sox. Yes. Yeah. Good times. You know what? Those were simpler times. Much simpler times. No COVID back then.
We could go to games.
Yeah, I still plan on going this year. I don't know about you.
So do I. Yeah.
But how? Okay, so for those of you who don't know, Brandon is one of those illustrious season ticket holders.
I don't have full season though. Just
doesn't
every
matter.
Sunday.
Doesn't matter. How are season tickets gonna work this year?
I don't know yet. I'm still waiting because I know if it's 10% capacity, Yankee Stadium's 50%. A little math lesson here. If 10% of 50,000, about 5,000 fans. My guess is healthcare workers would get dibs, but I don't know how it's gonna work.
To be honest, I think we should be considered healthcare workers. I'm here for the health of and the well-being of the people. Mental health should definitely be taken into account. Just saying, like I consider myself doing a public service. No, I'm just
kidding. If everything goes according to plan, Pat and I will be at opening day.
That is true, and we will be interviewing people outside the stadium. I think that would be solid ass content.
Hell no!
I think it would be. I'll interview people outside the stadium. Will Rosenthal sign before pitchers and catchers report?
No clue.
I hope so, but I don't think so. Yeah. Good night, my guys. You know that's very interesting because I've never heard someone say good night as an intro.
Yeah.
Jorge, shout out to you because that's a first. What do you think about O'Day? I think Darren O'Day is going to have an awesome season for the Yankees this year. He's just one of those guys where if he's healthy, he's just going to put up good numbers. And I think with like a little submarine action, I'm looking forward to seeing him pitch in the Bronx. Because I feel like we're always the ones struggling against those guys. So finally, now we have one.
O'Day is Adam Ottavino, but if he could throw strikes.
Yeah. You know what, actually, this is kind of like, you ever go to like your friend's house? Like, let me take you back to like 2007. Your friend has a Wii. You don't. Every time you went to your friend's house, you would play the Wii.
Wii Sports Baseball?
Yeah, he would destroy you at Wii Sports Baseball, but then finally you got a Wii. Now you could practice Wii Sports Baseball. So now when you go to war, toe-to-toe, now you got some practice.
Yeah, you got the submarine
Same
style
thing
pitcher.
as the Yankees having Darren O'Day. So now when we go up against, what was that guy's name on the Astros, the side armor?
Oh, Joe Smith.
Joe Smith. Now when we go up against Joe Smith, I don't even know if he's still in the league. Now we got someone to combat him with. Opinion on Tony Watson. He had a solid year last year.
He's a lefty, so
he is.
I would not mind an extra lefty.
I wouldn't either. I think I wanted Tony Watson. Was it after 2018 when he signed with the Giants?
Yeah, when he was with the Giants at 2018.
I wanted him back then. Anthony, how we doing, time, my man? Appreciate you. Yes, shut up, Brandon, with the clean shave as well. I mentioned that to him. I was like, yo, Brandon.
And I grew a little bit too long.
Still can't believe John Jay is still playing.
I know he's playing with Manny Machado. Oh, wait, never mind.
Was he on the 2011 Cardinals World Series?
Yes, I believe so. Either 2011 or 2014. One of them.
He's one of those guys he's been in the league for so long. Like, we don't even realize it.
Actually. John Jay.
Julio, what's going on, my man? Appreciate you, Julio. Thanks for stopping by.
I spelled his name wrong.
Is it true the Padres are out on Rosenthal?
No clue. I haven't seen anything. John Jay. Oh my God, he was drafted in 2006.
No way.
He debuted in 2010. He's 35. Or about to be 36. He's been So he was on the 2011 and 2010, or 2011 and 20. What was it? No, they only won. Never mind. They made it to the World Series against the Red Sox and lost.
All right. What left-handed bat are the Yankees trying to get before opening day?
They have it in their system already.
You don't think Brett Gardner's coming back?
Absolutely, I don't think so anymore. They haven't even talked to him about it, and the spring training is about to start. I don't see it
I
happening.
think he's gonna come back like mid spring training. He's gonna make like a grand entrance in the middle of one spring training game. Brett's back. Oh my god. Yeah.
I truly
Well,
believe though, if he comes back, he's going to be a bench bat. I don't think he's a
I
starter.
wouldn't be opposed to that. I would not be opposed to that. But speaking of Brett Gardner, if he's not coming back to the Yanks, would Brett sign with another team or retire?
I can see him actually playing again. I can see Cardinals. I saw some rumors about him going on the Cardinals. They need a leadoff hitter.
I was thinking Phillies.
Phillies, yeah, he could play with Joe Girardi.
Yeah. I could definitely listen. The Phillies as of now,
The
they
New
like
York
they're
Phillies.
structured. Yeah, the New York Phillies. I mean, didn't they also bring on Torres?
Yes.
Yeah, they did. The New York Phillies, 2017 New York Phillies. Jorge, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, Jorge. But no, Jorge, I appreciate that. Opinion on David Robertson. After like hearing about his showcase, apparently went pretty well. I definitely
Wouldn't
would
be
be on
opposed.
board with bringing it back. It also depends on the money, but like 1 year, 1 million, I would.
Yeah,
So
he's going to want a little bit more. My guess, 1 year, $5 million, I'd take.
That's a lot. That's a
I
lot
mean,
for a guy who hasn't pitched in 2 years.
if he's still throwing 91 with that cutter and that good curveball, and he has good depth on his curveball, that's all we need.
I don't know. Pat goes on Bozo list for going live on old people's Facebook. All right, Parker, hear me out. Facebook gets way too much hate. I know, like behind the scenes, Facebook is an absolutely albatross of a company. But is that the right way to use albatross?
I have no clue. Never used
Like,
that word in my life.
I felt like it fit good in the sentence, but like looking back, I've never used the word albatross before, so I hope it fit. But yeah, listen, Facebook's solid. We have a ton of engagement on Facebook. I appreciate everyone who watches us on Facebook. Yo, I'm picking first right now in
Trout.
fantasy baseball. Yeah, you're picking Trout, Anthony. Yeah, you're definitely picking.
Not
Trout.
even a question.
Or
Trout.
you could just go with the sleeper pick and just go with Tyler Wade. What do you predict Cashman will do for his last move of the offseason?
He will sign Patrick Hennessy and Brendan Kramer to a coaching deals.
Does he actually want that? I think I'd be a solid coach.
We'd win a World Series.
I would sign under one circumstance.
Oh God.
Rookie the Bat Dog comes with.
I agree.
Yeah. Padres signed Melanson. Yes, that is another thing that happened. Do we know how much money that was?
No clue. All I know is a Yankee legend.
Yeah, that is true. He was with the Yankees 2008, I think.
Something like that. Yeah, early.
Pat, I'm sorry if I sounded like a crazy obsessed fan today on Insta. Nah, Anthony. Like, I appreciate whenever like any of you guys, because some of you guys have like reached out to me on Instagram and whatnot, saying like you just like appreciate our content and whatnot. I love it. I love when you guys hit me up. If anybody wants to send me any love messages, all right. Not in like a weird. I mean like showing support. If anybody wants to send messages,
just move on.
You can always do so. Because I want to say like showing love, but then it came out as love messages. I don't need love messages. Moving on. Brian, guys, love your channel. Keep it up. Thank you, Brian.
Thank you.
Genuinely appreciate that. 2021 Phillies equals 2017 Yankees. Yes. Yeah. I'm from Jorge Posada and Bernie Williams come front, Puerto Rico. I believe he means like hometown.
Yeah. He's from there, yeah.
Puerto Rico's solid. Shout out Puerto Rico. I picked Brett Gardner. Anthony, you might have just made the worst decision of your life. Imagine, could you imagine you're in like a fantasy baseball league, round 1, pick 1. Whoever has the first pick picks Brett Gardner. I think I leave the league off rip.
Bro, if you picked Brett Gardner as your first pick, you need to never play fantasy baseball ever again.
Pat, we need to stop depending on rehab players. We need actual healthy players. Listen, I could agree why people would say that. I would like to have some sort of more durability in that rotation and on the team in general. But right now, it's like we kind of have to just rely on what we got. And at this point, this is what we got, you know?
Yeah, we just got to hope everyone's healthy. That's all we can do at this point, because on paper, our team healthy is really good.
Yeah. Adam Kolarek got traded to the A's. That's something.
That dude's hard to hit.
He's a lefty, no?
Oh no, he's easier. There was another guy that's hard to hit. Dude, that's also on the A's. What's his name? That lefty. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
He was from the Royals. I'll remember his name at one point.
Oh, Tim Hill.
No,
Yes.
no, it's not him.
Yes. It's Tim Hill. Brandon, don't get me upset because it's Tim
Wait.
Hill. I'm going to be proved right in about 5 seconds. What are you even looking up? Like weird lefty on Royals?
What's his name? Jake Diekman. That's what his name is.
Oh, okay. But isn't Tim Hill also like a lefty sidearmer? Okay. Nice talk. Rookie the Bat Dog and chicken tenders. Yes. Yes. CJ, yo, the party has officially started. The party has officially started. Our daily 9 p.m. parties. Yes. Where do you think Taiwan Walker's going to sign? Aiden. I wish I could tell you, but tune into the YouTube channel tomorrow at 12 p.m. to find out. Pat, you on the bozo list? Why am I on the bozo list? No, that's just not even right. Why am I on the bozo? What'd I do? I declined the invitation to the bozo list. Brandon looks like he is 42. You know, that's interesting because usually people are like, Brandon, you look like you're 12.
Well, I do look like I'm 12 right now.
But apparently you look like you're 42. But that's a really good thing.
12. I'm 12.
Because you could go both ways. Like one day, say you wake up and you want to be 50.
42.
Yeah. Next day you wake up, you want to be 12. You're chilling. Mike Ford, 52 home runs, 302 batting average, 608 slugging.
Hell yeah. I'll take that any day of the week. And trade him for Mike Trout.
Yep. The Yankees got no production from trading Melanson. Yeah, I don't think he was like a big...
He wasn't a big prospect.
Yeah, he wasn't. Is it possible Sanchez tanks and we sign Yadier Molina at the trade deadline?
Molina's already signed by the Cardinals.
Does he mean trade for? But Ben Wilson, Higashioka, boom, boom, boom.
No, I see Yadi honestly retiring with the St. Louis Cardinals.
Same. Yeah.
The dream we all had of him joining the Yankees is sadly over.
You don't need love messages because you have your stepsis, Pat. Oh, yes, Pat. Don't lie. Moving on. Soto could be the best player in the league in 2021. Listen, I think it's very interesting because Soto definitely has the potential to be the best player in the league. But I think going into every year, I'm making the assumption Mike Trout's going to be the best player. But obviously, there's going to be years where some players outperform Trout. And I think Soto is one of those guys who has the potential to do so. You know what I mean?
Mike Ford.
Do you think the Yankees are going to make a solid trade at the deadline? And if so, who?
It depends. This is always hard to answer early because you don't know how it's going to shape up. You don't know what teams are going to be in it and what teams aren't going to be in it.
Yeah, I would agree.
You could have a surprising team not in it, and they're like, you know what? Let's start a rebuild.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Especially like a division like the NL Central, where it's just going to be a battle of mediocrity. You don't know. The Cubs might be in a tie for first place with the Reds at that point. You don't really know because the division is going to be so mediocre. You don't know who's going to be competitive. Huh? Well, no, I'm just saying, like, anything can happen. Like, I consider that division wide open. So while I think the Cardinals are going to win, I still think anything could still happen. Damn it. I was just in the middle of writing my confession of love to you on Insta.
Just don't no caller ID him all the time.
Elbow cough. Trading Melanson ended up being a terrible trade when they gave him up for 2 months of a washed-up Lance Berkman.
GOAT.
Lance Berkman was solid in the playoffs.
He was. He had a home run against the Twins.
He had a big game against the Twins. I think it was like a 5 RBI night, maybe
something like that.
Great minds think alike. All right. So what happens when call up Jason? Do we trade Hicks? Well, we're talking a couple years down the line.
The earliest you could see him up is, I mean, sometimes you could say, okay, get him up at 19, but him losing last year with no minor leagues, honestly, probably prevented him from coming up at 19. The earliest we can see him is at 20.
Yeah, I'd agree.
My guess is he starts at AA.
I believe that's the drooling emoji. So drooling for Trevor Rosenthal. I need him make a petition. I also want to know what Melancon got because Rosenthal will get that amount and
I'll look it
probably
up.
1 million more or an extra year.
Oh,
Need
actually,
him.
sorry to say this, but Rich Hill and the Rays are making progress towards a deal.
Why are you sorry to say that?
Because I was interrupting you.
I wasn't saying anything.
So the Rays are getting Dick Mountain, which is actually his nickname.
All right.
That's
See,
what
Brennan.
I'm not joking. That's what he wore in his player's uniform. But no, I mean that the Rays getting him, dude has a lot of spin on his curveball, throws a meatball of a fastball.
I still want to rock him, bro.
We probably will. So actually, Rich Hill, former Yankee as well.
But yeah, I just want to know what Melancon got money wise.
Yeah, no.
So
I'm gonna try to find that out. Mark.
Insanely unreal, not happening. Bold take. By the end of the season, Garrett Cole will be our number 3 behind Kluber and Tyone.
I don't see anything honestly on it so far.
What do you think about this insanely unreal, not happening? Bold take.
Tyler Wade has a better chance of hitting 30 home runs.
Seems legit. Two Planker asks.
Yeah, there's no.
I heard you the first time, right? Twitch stream tonight. Yes, I will be going live on Twitch tonight after we finish up on Unhinged Live. So stay tuned for that. Yo, Brandon can go both ways. Okay.
He was talking about when you were saying when I was I'm 42, but also 12.
No, I know. Yeah. Who is our backup after Kyle?
Who knows? Hopefully, we don't have to get to that point.
I could see them bringing back Eric Kratz. I don't know.
He's retiring. No, he retired. He retired.
Yeah, no, I know. Did you see Baseball Reference prediction about the Yankees players?
No, I don't really look.
I don't like looking into predictions just because like it's so stupid. No, Brennan, it's like so unnecessary because like looking at Stanton's predictions, it's like every single prediction software like said he's going to bat 250 with 38 home runs, a 347 on base. Like I'm not a fan.
They have Judge only getting 300 and almost 400 at bats. So they're not playing a full season. Hitting only 22 home runs.
Do you see why I say I don't like these predictions?
It's funny though.
It's not. It's stupid. You were on the Bozo list because you want the love messages. I don't want the love messages. Chat, no. Not asking for love messages. Top 3 Yanks on the bench.
Topman, Ford, and
Tyler Wade.
Hot take Esteban Florial.
That is a hot take. It's a decent hot take.
Speed.
Melancon needs a physical still.
Got it.
Yeah. So I guess once he gets physical, then they'll announce numbers and whatnot. Here we go, Anthony. Situation. Down by 1 in the 9th. Runner on 3rd. Gleyber Torres coming up, and he is hot, hitting 300 on the year. However, DJ sat that game. So you could bring him in off the bench to ensure a hit. What are you doing?
I'm not taking out Gleyber Torres because then let's say something doesn't happen, then you've lost Gleyber Torres. I would much rather... Because then if you take Gleyber Torres out, you're just tanking the dude's confidence.
Yeah, and also he's hot, hitting 300. If he was struggling, maybe, but like he's hot hitting 300. They are predicting 198 home runs for 2021 season.
My guess is the reason for that is just the ball, but it's the Yankees are still going to hit over 200.
Wait, they mean like 198 for the team?
Yeah.
What? How many did they hit last year in the 60-game year?
A lot.
Great analysis.
I think about 120.
I forgot about Chris Iannetta. Is he still on the team?
No. I think
when they tried to fine, but you have.
I think when they tried to they tried to option him, and I think he declined it.
I think I remember hearing about that too. LA Yankee King says hi. Julio, I will put DJ in any situation. Honestly, like I would too, but if he's okay, multiple questions here. 1, why was DJ sitting that game in the first place? 2, like I don't know. Are you like as confused about the situation as I am?
DJ was probably getting a day off, my guess.
Yeah, but also like why would you think about pinch hitting him for Glaber if Glaber's hitting 300?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not even a question. Oh, whoa, we got Peter in the chat. Hashtag Peter in the chat. Peter, is that Max in your profile picture wearing the Jeter shirt? Because if it is, I love Max. Max is his dog, by the way.
I love dogs.
Weirdo. Josh Bro? When is Josh Bro expected to be up?
I before the pandemic, I knew a lot of everyone's ETAs. I don't know now because you got to see how everyone pans out this year after the pandemic or after not having a full minor league year because that's really going to hurt some guys.
Yeah. Anthony Siegler in the majors by 2022?
Yes, but not for the Yankees.
That's a hot take. That's a hot take if I've ever seen one. So you're telling me that you think he's going to be traded by then?
Yes.
All right. You say so. Oh, it is Max. Yo, shout out Max. Johnny, how we doing tonight, my man? You made it before we started wrapping things up. So shout out to you. That's from 2015. Yeah, Peter, I could tell you look like a fetus, an absolute fetus. Max is my dog too. LOL. My dog's name is Max. I think Max is one of those like pretty common dog names, like Spot, Rover. What's like another common dog? Like Gerald.
What?
Never heard of a dog named Gerald?
No, I've never heard of a dog
No,
named
okay,
Gerald.
like Fluffy, like Mr. Fluffers, or that's like a cat. All right, moving on. Is this Sean Petrucci? If it is, shout out to Sean. If not, you have the same name as one of our guys. Random trade target of the day. Today we head to Arlington. Our target, Joely Rodriguez. The very definition of a high risk, high reward. Check out his baseball reference.
He just sounds like a dude that strikes out or hits home runs.
No, I was assuming he was a pitcher.
Oh, I saw Texas and I'm like,
let me Google him really quick. You saw Texas and you just automatically assumed like
left-handed power bat. Left-handed power
no, he's
bat.
a pitcher. He is a pitcher. He pitched in 12 games last season, had a 2.13 ERA. He's 28 years old. In 2021, Baseball Reference has his projections at a 4.29 ERA in 42 innings. I mean, it seems like a decent arm, but like, I mean, he could be a potential trade target, but like maybe the type of guy you get for like cash considerations. I don't see the Yankees like putting together a package to get Joely Rodriguez. Bro, what are you gonna think if Stan gets hurt?
If Stanton gets hurt again, Pat will be dumping an entire bucket of water on his head.
Brandon, see, here's where the issues form. You just like say these dares
just
for
like
me.
what I said that when if Guard hit a home run and he did.
But I doubled down on that.
Yeah, true. No, I will say if Stanton gets hurt again, then bring back steroids because players didn't get hurt when they took steroids.
Do you remember the first time we ever went live? It must have been like September, maybe like late August. You wrap things up by saying, I have one more thing to say tonight, guys.
I still stand by that.
Bring back steroids.
I still stand by that.
Brandon,
baseball,
what?
if you want to get to more people again, more now, especially now with the ball getting changed the ball, baseball when there were steroids, it was fun. Just hide it better. Make sure you don't have a Jose Canseco.
Did you see his boxing match? You saw it?
Yeah, he got knocked the fuck out.
But do you think it was legit, or you think he just like showed up?
I think it's a lot of talk, and then he got his talk. Then
wasn't as bad as Nate Robinson though.
Nate Robinson doesn't know how to fight.
Oh God, Nate Robinson, poor bastard. He's way behind his hitting, so I'd say 24 is most likely. Are we talking about Siegler or yes, Dominguez? Oh, Siegler. Yeah, I think Wells is definitely going to have the better career of the two.
Yeah,
to be honest.
I think Wells, though, I can see him being more like a first baseman.
Yeah, I would probably agree too. But Siegler's probably just going to remain a catcher because he has high upside defensively as a catcher, right?
Wells?
No, Siegler.
Yeah, and but the thing that also helps is Siegler
switch hitter too, right?
Yeah, switch hitter. Yeah. I also think he's
switch pitched in college.
That's what I was about to say. He can also throw with both of his hands.
Yeah. My bad. I was doing some homework. I have never had a pet. Johnny, that's so sad.
Pat had a pet flying ant.
All right. Okay. Do we
He
need a
did
little
though.
story time about the flying ants? So
Yes.
one night, I think it was like last summer. It was like when we were just forming like the Unhinged media team. I had a meeting with everybody on our team. We were just talking about everything. All of a sudden, I got swarmed by flying ants. They were like coming literally from my window, falling down on my desk. I was so confused. I started looking at them like, where are they coming from? I had a literal like flying ant infestation in my bedroom.
The exterminator came over the next day.
The exterminator came the next day, killed them all. R.I.P. flying ants. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk, I guess. That is Sean Petrucci, by the way. That is Sean Petrucci. Love you, Sean.
Hi, Sean.
Okay, I hate to ask you guys this question, but if you had to pick someone to not perform to expectations this year, who would it be?
Aaron Hicks.
Why? You think like just performance-wise or because of health? His elbow?
I also think
Just giving sign language.
they're going to start overshifting on him again from the left side, and he's going to need to go back to the hitter he was in 2019 when he wasn't all swing for the fences from the left side of the plate. When Aaron Hicks was more like, I'm just going to gap to gap, because if they've overshifted on him so much last year. It was insane. And I counted like 10 times he hit the ball straight into the overshift. I'm talking about the overshift that Mark Teixeira and Brian McCann both had. But my other guess would be, this one kind of hurts to say, would be Gio Urshela. But I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, if I had to make my prediction, I'm going to say, I don't want to say this, but I am. I'm going to say Luke Voigt. Only because
I was thinking that as well.
I think that he just had such an amazing season last year. I don't think that he's that hitter. I think he's going to have a good season, but if we're talking about expectations, I think the expectations for Luke Voigt this year are going to be so high, it's going to be practically impossible for him to live up to them.
30 home runs, average defense, take that any day of the week.
Yeah, I would agree. Here's a relief pitcher, Jonathan Hernandez. I'm going to be honest, I don't know who that is.
Jonathan Holder's better.
Oh, you know who Jonathan Hernandez is? Or you're just guessing?
I'm just guessing.
Oh, okay. THG, homework on a Friday. That's very commendable or sad. I'm not sure which. I would say that's kind of commendable, in a way. But also, like, the thing with online classes now is, like, most of my assignments, too, are due on, like, Saturdays or Sundays. So, therefore, it leaves me doing homework on the weekends because I love procrastinating. I don't know about you, but I feel like I do best under procrastination. Like,
yep.
I will
just
not
ask
get
just how I write my
done.
articles.
No, literally, I will not get something done until I know I have a deadline. Like, that's why even if I'm doing like something like for Unhinged, right? Like, I only edit the podcast knowing this has to be up at 12 o'clock tomorrow. Or else like it's probably never gonna get done because I need like a deadline.
When I first started writing for Unhinged, Pat would have to stay up to like 3, 4 in the morning to edit my articles because I would just do them in the last minute.
And now I stay up until 6 a.m., so it works. But back in the day, I actually had a normal sleep schedule. But sad. My professors never have mercy. Yeah, some professors are brutal. But shout out to you though, Johnny. Getting that homework done.
They're a good student.
Pat's pet is Clifford, and he can't deny it. Clifford's a legend.
Clifford's a legend.
Clifford memes are now some of the only things I find funny in life. So,
I have a Clifford meme.
Okay. You could send it to me after the show. Yeah.
Okay.
Was the flying ant situation similar to Jabba in Cleveland?
These things were scarier.
These things were like large. Like we're talking like that big, and they had wings and shit. Well, they fly, so brutal stuff. R.I.P. flying ants. Yes.
Rip.
Sean's first impression of me was the flying ants.
Yeah.
Brutal. Absolutely brutal.
No, I remember what Sean is that at first, like when we added him to the group chat, he was kind of quiet, and then one day it just clicked.
Yeah, it was like, he just snapped. I'm like, all right, maybe we could bring him on media. Bro, ready. I have 1 dog, 3 cats, 4 fish tanks, 2 turtles, is this legit? 2 ducks, 2 chickens, 1 lizard, 1 mouse. I used to have 2 geckos, 2 snakes, 3 frogs, and more fish tanks, but I got rid of them because I had to decrease. CJ, you don't have pets. You have a zoo. You have
I see
an
two things
entire
I can eat
farm.
though: fish and chicken.
Please don't eat his pets. People were saying the same shit about DJ, and he exceeded expectations. Sure.
People forget DJ was a good hitter all the time, though. He was just in Colorado, so like, oh, Coors effect.
Sure. I mean, yeah, but what I'm saying is like, I'm not saying Voit can't replicate his production from last season. I just think if there's one person who might not exceed expectations, it'll be Luke Voit, just because his expectations are going to be so high.
Voit is a very streaky hitter. Now, remember, he'll go on great streaks and then shit the fucking bed. That's how bad it is. I mean, can he hit like 30 home runs? Yeah, I think we'll see like upper 20s, low 30s. But he got to learn how to hit that low and away curveball, because the amount of times I've seen him just swing a ball and just like look defeated.
Yeah. I predict that Gio will develop into a great third baseman. I think he has already developed into a great third baseman, to be honest. But he could definitely progress this season and kind of solidify himself.
The Yankee fans overrate him as a defender, though. Now, hear me out. He's a great defender. We just haven't, like, we also always thought he was the best defending third baseman in baseball because he came the year after Andujar. Is he a great defender? Yes, but people were saying he was better than Chapman and Arenado.
Yeah, I guess.
He's great though. Like he's a vacuum.
Yeah. Would you do Hader for Britton and Chad Green if the Brewers offered? I don't know if I would, to be honest. We need those two guys. I don't think so because it's a 2-for-1. No.
Yeah. No. I mean,
like Hader's good, but he's not good enough to the point where you could lose Britton.
No, honestly, I would go prospects there, like Siegler. I would include Siegler in a trade like that. I would trade Clark Schmidt for Josh Hader.
So would I. I was just gonna say that either Clark Schmidt or Debbie Garcia, one of them. They're definitely going.
Debbie's closer to major league ready.
Didn't Yanks Av write for Unhinged? If you're referring to Dan Allen Rourke, the man, the myth, the legend, yeah, he did. I guess a little story time. I guess Unhinged is actually how me and Dan met. Like Dan was one of the first writers for Unhinged. He reached out, he applied. I was like, yeah, like whatever, bro. Like you're awesome. So then we just started talking. Then we became like great friends. Then we went to games together, and now Dan's just my boy. So shout out to Dan.
I thought I've been on the team since like 2018, like June.
Yeah. We launched in March, so you joined like 3 months after the site launched. My dumbass trick teacher. Yes,
that's another story time.
And then I made Dan your personal editor just because I refused to edit your articles at one point just because they were so bad.
That is a life lesson. If you can't take constructive criticism and you want to be in the article or the journalism kind of field, you're not going to be successful at all. You need to be able to take criticism. However, no one's going to sugarcoat things. Take it how it is. I
told you that too.
Oh, I literally told you. Like I said, don't sugarcoat this. Like give it to me blunt. You pretty much said you are shit. You need to get better. I'm like, okay.
I don't think I said it like that. What I did was I made you like an entire list of things you like need to improve on and like change, and then like improvement is everything in life. If like no matter what you do, if you want to be successful at what you do, you always have to be open to constructive criticism, like entirely. But CJ, my dumbass trick teacher gave me a whole assessment because I have winter break this week, so we had to do a test. My printer broke, so it took me so long to be able to do it. That sucks. You know, the flying ant incident is not on YouTube because it was not recorded, just because it was like a private team meeting. But man, could you imagine if that was like Unhinged live?
Can you imagine if we had the secret episode of Unhinged trivia on YouTube?
Moving on. Yo, Robert, what's going on, my man? I also like Josh Smith. He is a DJ LeMahieu type player. Who's Josh Smith?
He sounds familiar. Let me Google search it.
There used to be a very good basketball player named Josh Smith. You know who I'm talking about? I think he was on the Hawks.
Literally, the first thing that comes up is a basketball player who played for the Hawks.
Yep. Bro, I'm an almanac. A literal almanac. Robert, how we doing tonight, my man? Appreciate you for stopping by. Bro, how... What? Robert?
I thought you already put up Robert's comment.
No way. No,
I thought you did.
I don't think so. Unless he said "What's up, guys?" again. I said "What's up" to him again. Saying "What's up" to Robert twice. Bro, how often do you guys catch yourself thinking about the start of Yankees baseball? I think about opening day at least 10 times a day.
A lot.
I don't know if I hit 10 times a day, but probably around once a day. I think about the start of Yankees baseball. I'm
Pat
kind of
thinks about Pat thinks about Unhinged growing about 10 to 15 times a day.
no, it's true.
I think about Luis Severino coming back and being the same pitcher he was, and then thinking of that 1-2. Anyway,
Yeah. No, but going back to what Brandon said, like, no joke, like, Unhinged is my life. Like, this is my baby. I love it with my life. It's the only thing I talk about, like, all day.
also, if anyone is interested in writing, hit Pat up. We're always looking for more writers.
Yeah, if anybody wants to join our editorial team, we produce daily articles. I don't know how many of you guys check out the site or you just into our media content, but we do produce daily editorial articles. We are looking for some writers. It would only be like one article a month around. If anybody wants to write, you could hit me up on Instagram at True Hennessy or Twitter at Unhinged New York, whatever you guys prefer. Let's see. Sound like CJ lives in Australia. Way too many animals. He does have a lot of animals.
So many animals can kill you there. Like, have
Australia,
you seen
they have like crazy bugs, right?
Have you also seen like the kangaroos that just go around kicking people?
I can't say that. No, I've never seen a killer kangaroo.
There's a kangaroo that had a dog in a headlock once on YouTube. Have you seen that video? The kangaroo had a dog in a headlock.
And doesn't the guy go punch the kangaroo?
Punch the kangaroo right in the face.
I've seen that. Yeah.
That's the stuff I watch at night.
Fact: Pat came out looking like Clifford and had to wait 15 years of his life to get laser hair removal. Why am I not a massive big red dog then?
Because you had to get a laser hair removal.
Oh, okay. Sean said, CJ, that's some Ace Ventura type shit.
Ace Ventura.
Oh, God. Bro, check me out on Instagram at Christian's Pet Room real quick. You will see all of my pets I had on there. I haven't posted in a while, though. CJ, how about this? Follow me on Instagram at True Hennessy. I'll follow you back, and I'll definitely check out your pets because I'm intrigued. But I'll check it out after stream. But yeah, if anybody wants to follow me on Instagram, just at True Hennessy, I'll follow you guys back. So what do you guys want for the Yankees? I do believe David Robertson comes to the Yankees, another bench player, infielder. I think David Robertson does come back.
You know what? Cool bench Scooter fucking Jeanette. Dude used to be a really good second baseman and just fell off the face of the earth. Lefty bat, has power. I mean,
yeah,
I would take that as like a bench bat if you agree to a bench deal. He's just been out of the league since then.
Brandon Nimmo or Clint Frazier? I'm asking this because I drafted both of them in my fantasy league. Clint every day of the week. Every day of the week, you're picking Clint Frazier.
I don't like Mormon boy.
Would you call him Mormon?
I think he's Mormon. Yes, he is Mormon. I call him Mormon.
Means.
I call it's
a religion.
Yes, really religious Christians, I believe.
Interesting.
Someone correct me if I'm wrong.
Interesting. Yes. Listening and accepting constructive criticism will get you far in life. Listen, if you get offended by constructive criticism, just life isn't for you.
Soft.
Yeah, it's just bottom line. You don't understand. I first started writing articles in like 2016 for this site called The Greedy Pinstripes, and I used to put my my articles in like Facebook groups as a 16-year-old. I was like, hey, if anybody wants to read my article, like I'd love some feedback. Facebook's ruthless. Like I used to get comments like, yo, this is the worst article I ever read in my life. So now I'm like kind of numb to criticism. It doesn't really bother me at all.
I wrote articles early on in Unhinged that offended some boomers, and then I started writing articles that they liked.
Yeah. Situation. Aaron Judge only plays 100 games next year and 95 games in 2022 because of injury. He batted 275 over the past 2 years, but obviously he didn't play a lot. He is now a free agent. What do you do?
Don't re-sign him. Of course, the Yankees are going to re-sign him, but if the 100 games is an improvement, still missing 60 games. I mean, here's the thing. Is Aaron Judge going to play 162 games this year? He's never going to play. I don't know anyone that really is going to play that much ever again. For Judge, what's the word I'm trying to think of? Like the safe ground is 140 to 145. Yeah. That's a good
lot.
He's going to get days off. He's a big dude.
Yeah.
But if he's like is out for, and I'm not talking about freak injuries like a broken wrist. I'm talking about lower body injury stuff from running the bases. Then you're starting to consider how much you're going to pay him. I think what's more realistic is them They're going to re-sign him. It's just going to be the difference between upper 20s, low 30s to low 20s.
Yeah, I agree.
You'll be surprised that Judge is not going to get as much as you think.
What's up, Pat and Brandon? So, Brandon, how is the kid from that one GTA stream?
I have no clue. I don't know what you're talking about.
It was actually really funny because as I asked you that, there was like some sort of screaming in the background.
Yeah.
Perfect timing. Not gonna lie, bro. It's hella impressive that you run Unhinged on top of going to school. I can never manage both. Respect, man. Keep it up, Anthony. I appreciate that. Listen, when you love, like, when you're passionate about something, you'll find a way to do it. That's really the bottom line. Also, on top of that, we also have Unhinged clothing. If anybody wants to purchase any piece of Unhinged clothing, unhingedclothing.shop. All the t-shirts are like $10, $15. Even have some $5 t-shirts on there. And the hats, I think we sell the hats for like $15 too. So if anybody wants to rock Unhinged, unhingedclothing.shop. I think about my wife and family more than baseball. Ben,
Good.
that's a very good thing. I'm glad to hear that, to be honest. I don't get the Clifford hate. I love that dude. Yo, Clifford's solid.
The GOAT.
Clifford is the GOAT. Like, I think in like cartoon culture, like Clifford is so underrated. Like Kermit gets a lot of memes, right? Like SpongeBob gets a lot of memes. But like, where's the Clifford memes, bro? Come on. You should make a video reacting to your first vid and see how different it was.
We were actually like our first live streams or our first like Unhinged talks.
Our first podcasts were rough. It's actually funny because I don't know how long a lot of you guys have been paying attention to our content, but Unhinged Talk actually started 3 years ago at this point as a podcast with just me and Dan. We used to do like once a month Unhinged Talk. I'm not going to lie. If any of you guys could find those anywhere, I have it saved on my computer. I don't know if it's published anywhere. Probably on our website you could find them, but those are god awful. We were so boring. We were both 18-year-old kids, but the thing is, like, everyone starts somewhere. So it's like you could look back at that and like realize like how much progression you've made, because like no one's gonna start off something and be like great at it from the start. It takes time to like develop communication skills and whatnot. But what's funny, Brandon?
No, it was, you'll get to it. You'll get to it.
Oh, okay. Never forget that Scooter Jeanette 4 homer game. Yeah.
I mean, if he could do that in Great
He was
American
with
Ballpark.
the Reds, no?
Yep.
Yeah.
And their announcer is no longer employed.
Yeah. If I were to message you on Twitter, would you rather me message the Unhinged account or the Pat account? Parker, to be honest, you could message either one. I check the DMs on both. I probably check the Unhinged New York one more frequently just because I don't really use my Unhinged Patrick Twitter account that much. But yeah, either one works. I'll probably have Brandon go through all the DMs and interview people.
But I would have to go on tweet. Yeah, okay. I mean, I am an editor, so.
I don't live in Australia. I live in Long Island, New York. LMAO, I just love animals. I'm also getting a new puppy in a week.
Okay, what breed are you getting?
That's what I want. Golden Retrievers, bro.
So do I. I also want a husky. Bro, there was like I saw a TikTok of a husky golden retriever mix.
Wow.
It was the cutest thing.
How much money do the Yankees have left to spend? If we could sign Robertson and maybe Gardner for $1 to $2 million each, and then save at least $7 million for a starter at the deadline, that would be ideal.
Or sign Robertson, not Gardner, then you have $8 million. Hashtag
possible. Math. But also, I don't see Gardner signing for $1 to $2 million. I think that's the reason he hasn't been signed yet.
Leave that. Go bye, bye, Thumb.
Situation. Judge maxes out and wins 2 MVPs. How much does he get then? Probably over 300.
No, because he's gonna be 31 when he's a free agent.
He'll sign a 7-year deal.
Let me do the math on my calculator.
7 times 30 is 210. So
bro, you said 300 million. If you do 300 divided by 7, you're saying he's getting 42.8 million?
No, he'll get over 200.
I agree. That's better.
Okay. Yes, Clifford launches a fucking cat.
That's what I was laughing at. That's what I was laughing at.
Have you ever seen? Is that the meme that you have? Because
no.
It's
no. I have something much worse.
Oh, okay. I always a Thomas the Tank Engine type of dude. You know, I never remember watching that show when I was younger, to be honest. Captain Caveman, Speed Racer. Who's Captain Caveman?
Sounds familiar.
I've heard of Speed Racer.
I watched Wacky Races when I was a kid.
Yes, with oh my bro, you just unlocked a memory I forgot I had.
I watched
On
Wacky
Boomerang.
Races. Yep, I would wake up every morning at 6 a.m. and watch Wacky Races.
With the dog, who would laugh.
Dick
He's
Dastardly.
like,
Dick Dastardly.
yeah. What's the dog's name? Mutt or something.
Something around that.
Something. I remember the
I
first
never
stream.
said that. I never said that. I never said that.
Brennan, Futai, if you could go back and clip it, send the link to me. We could expose Brandon on stream. Just saying. I predict that Unhinged New York will grow into one of the most watched channels of all time. Julio,
when that happens, Pat's dumping a bucket of water on his head.
At that point, if we become the most watched channel of all time, yes, I will indeed
Pat, it won't
dump
be
water
me
on
sitting
my
in my room. It won't be Pat sitting in his room. We'll be on the same couch with microphones and golden retrievers. And like
it's a little strange, but sure.
No, in the Unhinged house, we'll have like Para giving us the questions in a suit. Sean just screaming. I don't know.
Sean screaming? Really? Sean screaming, of all people. Yeah. I don't think I've ever heard that kid raise his voice above like 2 decibels. He's getting a Chihuahua mix.
Okay.
Oh, you're going to hate on the dog. Oh, my God. Garrett Cole versus Walker Buehler, Game 1, World Series. Kluber versus Kershaw, Game 2. Tyone versus Bauer, Game 3. World Series predictions, guys. Honestly, though.
Yankees.
I'll say 2-1 Yankees.
2-1 is probably ideal. 3-0 can happen because Bauer, like the Yankees hit Bauer well when he was on 99. Like, depends on where the games are, though. If it's in New York against Bauer, we will rock him.
Yeah, it's possible. To be honest, I think Judge takes a pay cut to stay here. No way he leaves the fan base that loves him so much.
I don't see him getting as much as people think he's going to get.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, it's only a matter of time before this channel becomes the most watched Yankee channel. No joke. Anthony, I genuinely appreciate that. Listen, if we keep growing, as I expect us to, I'm hoping we can eventually be at that point. But Sean is confirming if we ever have an office, I'd probably scream. So listen, guys, let's just really hope that we do get an office because I want to see the day where Sean raises his voice. Very much looking forward to it. Oh, Captain Caveman is old school, so that's probably why we don't know it. Because we're like 12. We have a combined age of like 30. So if you make it big and there ends up being thousands of people in stream, you have to make us all mods or something so you can especially see our comments in live chat. That's true. Especially because like
I have a good memory, so I'll remember most of you. Pat, on the other hand, he'll have to write names.
No, that's not true. I'll always remember everybody.
You don't remember anything if you don't write it down.
I have a whiteboard right here.
Now, but for the longest time you forgot.
I have a whiteboard. But the thing is, it's tough for me to even see all the comments now, so I could only imagine if there was like thousands of comments coming in. But yeah, the mod thing's a great idea. I'm too tall for a small dog like a Chihuahua. I'm allergic to pretty much every dog. That's rough.
Get a hypoallergenic dog. That's a bunch of
you don't see what I just did there?
What?
That's rough. That was so unintentional, I promise. All right, moving on. Moving on. See Judge signing a deal like DJ.
I agree.
That's actually very possible. It's a great suggestion too, because I could definitely see that happening. Hit the likes. Yes, Carl, I agree. Definitely hit the likes. Like, comment, subscribe. Share it with your friends. If you have friends that like Yankees content, just tell them, yo, 9 o'clock every day. Patrick and Brandon or Sean or Brian or Para, they make great content. Also, if we stream during games, you will see me go nuts. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see that. Pat needs to write our names in white Sharpie under the bill in his cap. It's actually a really good one. Also, but the good thing about Twitch is I can see like who like the first followers are, right? So like I could go back and like see like who is like an OG. LMAO, the pun game is stronger than Stan's model benches. True.
Fun fact about that: my one of my friends from high school lives in the same building that Stanton lives in. So one day he texts me. He's like, "Bro, I just saw Stanton in the elevator." I'm like, "You're shitting me." He's like, "Yeah, he was with his girlfriend." He's like a foot taller than her. I'm like,
"Yeah, I mean, I would, and that means she's probably like 6 foot,
5.
maybe."
I mean, he's like 6'6". Yeah, he's
He's
6'6".
he's like 6'6", I think. So he's probably like 5'6". Um, Pat, since I am in the facility safety management business, I will manage your facility needs.
Well,
Julio, say less. Get us an office in South Beach. How about that? Could you imagine Unhinged in South Beach or Unhinged Kansas City? We could finally pull the trigger on
why?
that.
Why do you want to go to Kansas City so much?
Me and Sean had a great conversation about the Royals. I think they're
Oh yeah,
next up.
unhinged Kansas City, unhinged Kansas City.
Yeah, bro, everyone's moving to Texas,
Nicky
but everyone
Lopez,
is doubting
Nicky
doubting Kansas
Lopez,
City.
Nicky Lopez.
My dog is hypoallergenic. He isn't that small. He is a multi-poo, a Maltese, and a poodle.
That's cute.
Interesting. If you had to trade Stanton, who would you attach the deal to ensure the other team accepts that massive contract?
I wouldn't want to trade Stanton. Christian Yelich,
Yeah.
Mike Trout.
I think he means like what player would we have to attach? So
A
they
prospect.
like the
We
yeah.
would have to attach a prospect.
Yeah, like Dominguez. But that's why it's not happening. So moving on. Odds of 1,000 subs before opening day. When
Ryan's
is
not
opening day?
April 1st.
Okay. So that means that we have approximately like a month and a half to get
April
400
1st,
subs.
home against the Toronto Blue Jays.
Okay. Well, so we have like a month and a half to get like I think like 380, 390 more subs. I think it's definitely possible for
Do
sure.
you go to any cool places this year? Like I always thought of like cool places were like certain National League teams when I was little. So what division do we play this year?
Oh, Brandon, here's something else. Some of us
I
maybe
always,
too.
I always looked forward to like let's say if we played the NL Central like back in the the old fashioned Yes Network thing where each
No,
team
I
had
know,
like a
I know
different
what you're
color.
talking
So
about.
it's like the Giants, it was like orange.
Yeah, I know. Some of us may be too old to know what Twitch is or how to get on it, but I like following you on here. Carl, I still appreciate that. Sometimes the Twitch streams do get a little more unhinged than these streams, if that makes sense. So, listen, no matter what you guys support us on, I definitely appreciate it regardless. Stan is like 3 inches taller than me. Wow, she's 6'3". Tall man over here. Pat, I peeped your Insta and saw you playing baseball. You swing the bat exactly like Clint Frazier. Anthony, I can assure you I do not. Because if I swung like Clint Frazier, I would not be talking to you guys right now. I'd be somewhere playing baseball.
Talking Aaron Judge.
Yeah. How many home runs do the Yankees hit on opening day versus Jays?
9 straight home runs. Realistically about 2 or 3.
Yeah, I would agree.
First home run will be DJ LeMay, who's going to lead off our season with a home run to left field. He's just going to be like, fuck it, gets a fastball in the middle plate. Goodbye.
Bro, even when you get 1,000, you'll never see our comments anymore. Like,
Well,
I feel like the chat just has no faith in me. Like, you guys need to put some trust in me. Like, I promise. Like, you guys are the OGs forever. But listen, we have a long time until like this channel grows to astronomical rates. Take everything day by day. While I do hope we get to some astronomical point where we're like a top tier channel, I'm very happy with how we are now. But yeah, I still have huge intentions to grow the channel to great levels. True, but I hate having to wait till 10 p.m. to watch the game. That's why I don't like the NL game sometimes. I kind of like the old games for sure.
yeah. Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
the old games, like the later games. Yeah, same stuff. I thought the way Anthony's comment was going to say, I was peeping your Insta and you swing exactly like Giraffe Neck Mark. I would probably end stream right now and just be like, not going on Twitch, not doing anything else tonight, stream over.
I just saw what Sean. Look what Sean said.
Fame is gonna get to Pat's head. It's definitely not. No. Fame, no. I'm never even gonna be famous. So like there's no reason for fame to get to anybody's head. But yeah, that's gonna wrap things up for us tonight. We went another hour tonight. Like, round of applause to us. Let's go. 9 to 10 every night. We're gonna be talking about Yankee stuff. The timing is gonna change once the regular season starts, but we are a little bit away from that. We're gonna be doing like pre-games, post-games, in-game live streams, possibly too sometimes. But yeah, that is gonna wrap things up for us tonight. I do appreciate everyone for stopping by and joining us. And yeah, I am going to be going live on Twitch tonight. I did not go live last night, but we are going to head over to Twitch tonight. What happened?
What game are you gonna play?
I don't know, to be honest. We might do. Have you ever played Scribble.io?
Yes.
It's kind of like Pictionary. I think I might play that. It depends. Daniel, I'm not going to be doing the Royal Sim.
Do
I
it.
still need to get that capture card.
I told.
Yeah,
We've
that,
been talking
that's
about this
gonna
for.
that's
On
gonna
the
go on
whiteboard.
my whiteboard. Yeah,
No,
that's
right
gonna
now
go on my.
before you end stream on the whiteboard.
No, I'm gonna do it after.
Wait,
But
we
I
just have
will.
to wait 4 seconds till we're actually at an actual hour. Okay, we're
Okay,
good.
well there we go. But yeah, I will see you guys on Twitch in about 5 minutes. I will be going live on there playing something with the boys, and yeah, we'll be back live on this channel tomorrow night at 9 p.m. and talk some more about Yankee stuff, other MLB topics, and whatever life leads us to. We will see you guys tomorrow. Maybe I'll see some of you in 5 minutes, but regardless, have a great night, everybody.
Hashtag shut up, Brandon.
Why is the video playing?
We're still live.
I